Alright, hello gamers, Catboy, Solo, what's up? Welcome to VRML Channel 2. We're gonna have this match between Senate and Phoenix real soon here. Got Channel 1 going for you as well. And but if you're here on Channel 2, well, thanks for joining me. I am Palidore. Got on my Hawaiian shirt here because we're about to go on break week. So I figured, fitting occasion, you know? I may live in the desert and it may be hot, but I'm gonna pretend it's tropical. It's lovely weather out. Not really, but yeah, we're getting ready to go soon. How's it going, Solo? I'm doing well. Monstrosser as well. Yeah, hope you guys' weekend is going well. Did a lot of casts last night, NA and OCE, and for those who happen to be tuned in at the time, it's the return of the egg drop soup that you can't see because the green screen, the chroma key keys it out. But trust me, it's delicious, even 12 hours later. But yeah, so we have a couple matches here in a row. Maybe. This one's starting out a little bit late because Senate had another match beforehand, and I frankly picked up this match like literally last minute before it started, because that's when I got to my desk and just gauging the schedule, what's there. So hey, I picked stuff up. We have side of Senate and Phoenix. We also will have, I think, Beholders and Galactic Geckos after this. Again, it'll be kind of, no matter what, a little bit of a late start on that one, so they can wait optionally, or if they start on time and invite me, I'll join in progress. But you know, whatever the case is, we're going to roll with it. Okay. Beyond that, later in the night, well, not that much later, but there'll be like a half-hour gap-ish, and then I'll be streaming as well on Channel 1, Cookie Commanders and Project Phoenix versus, Cookie Commanders versus Project Phoenix, followed by Sirens versus Tyro NA. Yeah. Monster. How's it going? Yo, was that Jake and Reginald Woodson in the chat? And not inspect this time? Good stuff. Oh, man. Jake the Snake Roberts. Alright, so it looked like we had Franz in here for a second, but now I'm parting off, so I wonder maybe if there's a server switch or something. We'll see. But yeah, anyone here joining me, this is one of the rare times I guess I get to chill a little bit because we're still waiting on the team to join. But like I said, it was a last minute cast. Again, I'm in vacation mode, hence the get up. Not really vacation mode, but you know, we got a 5-day break week coming up this coming week, so yeah, just that lead into the Challenger Cup. Question: anyone else at home just love eating this straight out the hand, straight out the bottle? I know it's kind of half transparent, but chili powder. It's delicious. Used to have that Lucas powder as a kid as well. Then I found out when I was an adult, the reason that I can't find it anymore is because they were discontinued, at least in the US, because it had too much lead inside of it. Explains a lot, doesn't it? Yes, spitting. Question. I've got maybe answers. I'll at least attempt. Let me know. And yeah, okay, looks like the servers are being switched. So, minor inconvenience, but shouldn't delay us too much, especially with Spark and whatnot. Hold on just a second, let me... Anyone's ever wondering why I'm always looking so erratic with where I'm turning my eyes and head, it's because I have monitor, side and up above, so I'm always trying to keep track of a lot of different things. Channel predictions, not on this channel, unfortunately. It's all, we all keep that on the main channel, which is to say, number 1. I used to play for a team called Eclipse. Rings a bell. Rings a bell, I may have. In a long time ago in a game far, far away, I used to be a competitive player here in Echo Arena. Yes, well-traveled I was. Many a LAN events, many gravities, and kangorillas and jokers in the way, but oh, was it a time. Was it a time. Alright, anyways, I do have some invites here. Might be just faster at this point to accept the invites unless I get a link. Never mind. Look at that. I got a link from Franz. Good old Franz. All right, cool. So let me exit that real quick and get into the next, get into the right server here. All right. Anyway. Let's see. Anything else? Oh yeah, Overkill and Wombo Combo are playing over on Channel 1, casted there by Luke, I do believe. Casted and cammed, that is. So, yeah, you got some stuff to watch either way. This match about to start in just a moment. So, all right. Welcome to the stream. We are about ready to go. Let's see. I mean, I already pinged them once, but that was before we switched servers. But just for the sake of consistency there. Let them know they can ready. And looks like I do need to switch their sides here again. They switched teams on me. But I got a keen eye. Not gonna fool me, Phoenix and or Senate. Oh, by the way, let me... There you go. Mute the comms now. All right, so... Switching up there, and all right, there we go. So lovely, lovely, lovely. I got Catboy rooting for Phoenix. Got Grumpy is in the chat as well, rooting for Phoenix. Again, no channel points, predictions, and things like that on this channel, but I'll give you some Pally points. So place your bets now. The loser's money goes directly into Pally's wallet. Just kidding. No, goes into the prize pool or something like that. All right, so. As you see here on the screen, those rosters and stats, of course, courtesy of the Ignite Fellows, and, well, Franz as much as anyone else contributing to that. Here on Senate, the record 4-5. Now, I don't know if that includes the game that Senate just got out of. They were also playing another match. Not sure of the results because it was not streamed and it had just happened. So that may be outdated one way or the other, but Phoenix, Diamond Division, 6-3 record, so they've been mighty, mighty strong. Why in there cheering for Phoenix? Why not? Yeah, I got fans of all teams. I'm always fans of all teams. And let's get going. 1,000 Pally points on... Well, I don't know about calling it PP. Maybe we'll have to rethink the branding there. But okay, 1 billion, trillion, I don't know, something. A lot of zeros, points there on Phoenix. So let's see what happens. Will be solid shot. That's going to be sent off the left lane. Cleared out, some brawls unfolding, and the stacks unwinding. Be Rage there, finding that first couple of points. 21 seconds in, 3 meters out. Phoenix on the board first. 7, 6, 5. Grumpy feeling much better. Good. Glad to hear that you're on the mend. I commend the mend of all the men. Game getting underway now. First minute. Launching is dual with that disc in the tunnel, trying to hit Franz down below. Aid in there, as well as Franz now, both on the wall, trying to link up with each other a little bit. A couple missed grabs, however. So we'll be still a reset there. B-Love in the back line. Of course, B-Love and Aiden here, as I'm sure people know already, but always bears mentioning we got those father-son combos. A really cool thing. Will be Aiden, and that's a really cool thing. That's a 2-point play right from above. And so below. Aiden puts them in a tie now. For Senate. Mr. Cuckoo Head, what up, what up? How's it going also? A lot of people in the chat now. Now, I know I always ask, hey guys, how's your weekend going? How's your day going? This and that. Who's having a bad weekend besides Grumpy? Who's having a bad weekend and why? Let's get to the root of the issue here. I have no idea. Anyways, Franz with the disc there. Franz with an immediate release. Now, that would have been right on the money had it not been for Vacant right in the goal. So we'll be taken back now by Solid Shot and Co. Phoenix with a disc moving it up the floor. Link 1 from that left lane tunnel. That stack is already there, so really trying to put that hesitation move in for Link 1 to find someone to reset that disc to, but of course no one was there. Well, not of course, but unfortunately anyways. So this will be a turnover eventually. Franz, the tap over, well communicated. B-Love, another tap. So they're going to reset this one out. Duel from the trap. And Duel working up the floor right underneath the arms of Rage. You see Rage did read it. And Link says, murder I wrote. It's Link with the stun in the clear. The steal in the clear. But with these stacks and the recovery, it's Rage again, actually, making the way all the way to the front line as Franz takes the disc over and clears it also. Now up above, going to bounce right into the midst of Duel. Duel hitting that shoulder. They may have the angle, and gently down the stream, on this stream, it's Franz. Assisted from Duel. Teamwork like a dream. Mr. Cuckoo Head saying mine could be better. Weekend, I assume there. Duel canceled because of Hurricane. Cat 4 for Cat Boy. Cat 8 maybe. Oh, sorry your weekend's not going as ideally as you want, but hopefully we can brighten it up with Link 1 lighting it up. 4 points, competitive match so far. That's the thing, you know, bring up the small talk and I'll always hope everyone's doing good, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes. I know it. We all know it. We go through those things. So what I like about these streams is we can come on and you know, try to put that in the back burner, right? A little bit of escapism. Echo Arena, whether you're watching or playing, it's always a nice thing to be able to just chill out end of the weekend, going into the break week, and you know, hanging around our favorite game, favorite community, all that good stuff. Oh, that shot not in the favor of Rage. Rage might have the rebound, but no, it's found by B-Love. B-Love out bouncing it to Franz. And Franz that's going to clear that, maybe even a shot attempt, who knows, off those tunnels, but a lot of those side walls can wind up in the bubble by the end of the end of things, as Rage causes some trouble, as well as Aiden. Now Franz taking it over. Uh-oh, that goal's open! And that shot is in, 7-4. And otherwise, I mean, a competitive match so far, but now halfway through it, and the first three-pointer made from either team. Given the scoring pace of this one, we'll see if that is consequential. Also, pardon the cracks in the voice. I casted something like 12 or 13 matches last night. Might be... like, I'm not feeling too strained, but still a little bit hoarse. That boy saying Pally the therapist. I make no claims of that. But, you know, we all have our ups and downs, so I feel qualified as a fellow upper and downer to talk on some things sometimes, right? It's the beauty of Echo Arena, especially here in the last year and a half plus, I guess. A lot of people being stuck indoors and the world going a little bit crazy. Nice to have Echo Arena to play in, get physical, get to be, you know, athletic and sweating it out and shouting and having fun, all that good stuff, right? Something that you can't always get nowadays, and yet here we are. Now, maybe a score, no off the backboard, but rebound, and Duel secures the goal. They're up by 5. Allie is made out of atoms. Confirmed? Don't tell everyone now. Feel like you guys are almost writing a rap for me there. Pally is a therapist. Pally is a legend. Pally thanks you guys for all of your mentions. Over here into the wedge, though, it's an apprehension. Now let's see if they can teach that lesson. It's going to be 3 from Franz of the NTS variety, and they're up by triple. That's 3, 12-4. Close-up of the disc, please. I'll even hide the UI for you momentarily. Make everything ugly. Of course, I can't hide the other overlay. Anyway, back into the wedge, taken by Link. Now that near that tunnel, trying to evade Aiden and B-Love. That's going to be apprehended and sent by Rage. Nice play. 9 seconds in. Now, it was almost intercepted once or maybe twice even. But they're going to get even, and they're going to get that goal. So exactly what the doctor ordered. A 3-point a day. Keeps the enemies at bay. That's what they say. B-Love driving up the floor now. Another near evasion there. Well, no, an evasion on the intercepts. You can see that defensive stacks for both teams really being quite aggressive and throwing in the delays, all that kind of variety there, which will help your cause when you're launching out. Variety is the spice of life. Variety is the spice of Echo. That spice is Tabasco. No, wait, it's not a spice, but you know where I was going with it. I'm just thinking of the heat because that egg drop I was mentioning earlier that I made, put a little too much spice in it last night. did not make for some great casting. Rage here with the disc, though, has solid shot at the nest, is going to read that one at diving and cutting, actually. Link 1 right in time. Ooh, good moves, and they're going to find themselves the goal. The goalie was also stunned, I believe. Had my eyes in about 3 different places, but there's a lot of disruption going on, and fast play, but a good score. They pull within 3 this time off of 2 shots in a row. So Phoenix now starting to turn it up. Catboy saying, very beautiful. Oh, thanks. Surely you mean me, right? Link 1 with a shot. That would be beautiful if it hits. The rebound, though, from Solid shot. Solid getting it stolen. Right through the fingertips and right into the fingers of Franz. Now Franz eyeing it down. Ooh, looking maybe like it had a chance. That was going to be close. Might have been a ding, but either way, Vacant and Link got there in time with those brisk stacks. But even brisker, is that a thing? Brisker down the floor. Missing by a whisker. It will be taken by Franz. And resetting out here to... Well, not really resetting so much as setting up the offense. B-Love, oh, hitting the corner of the barrier. Link 1 and Solid shot now linked up, and down the floor they go again. Few quick, rapid exchanges of possession. If they can rapidly approach this goal, they will have some out-of-balance defense. But that said, they recover successfully. 3-point match, everything very consequential now for the rest of this one. If that's a hit, that could be some ice, but no, it's off just barely, but off nonetheless. Link 1 capturing it, realizing the desperation of the situation, and looking to eye down. Pass to the opposite end, but that stack, you saw them just waiting, biding their time, and great job by Senate to cause that turnover, linking up down the floor. And picked up here by that side wall. It will be 8 and 1 minute remaining. There's still, in the context of a comeback, plenty of time. I mean, there's at least a few possessions in here, depending. Of course, you got to wonder if the stall is going to be a factor for Senate. That could definitely damage the efforts of Phoenix. So driving it in, some chaos, and underneath, under the feet, handing them defeat in this round, no doubt. I think that's going to do it. 14-9. Only 37 seconds left, so... Uphill battle for sure. Senate is looking good for round 1. Hallie doing an Old Spice ad, am I? Feel like that was a little bit off-key. Hopefully that didn't hurt anyone's ears. Solid shot with a disc being stolen by Duel, and they're just gonna pile on maybe one more score here. So indeed, the first round, Senate coming up well warmed up after their last match, and ooh, look at that off the back. Oh, why? Because Duel, that was sick. I know that was in anyways, but that was vaguely Globetrotter-esque. I like it. Throwing in a little extra just because. And you know, maybe it wasn't even confident it was going to go in for sure, so secured it. Either way. At that point in the match, it bopped them the win just as much as anything. So, 16-9. That is a strong start here for Senate. And we are going to send it to the stats screen, courtesy of IgniteVR.gg. Franz, as much as anyone there, putting in a lot of work for sure on our stat overlays and on the Spark application. As we always say, brings a lot of usefulness to not just casters, but community as well. So go download Spark if you haven't already, IgniteVR.gg and all that good stuff. Again, for those joining me, thank you for doing so. I am Pally of the Door Variety. Got my vacation shirt on in spirit of the break week coming up soon. Overkill just won. Good to know. Who are they playing again? Wombo Combo, yeah. So that was Luke casting over there, so cheers to Luke. I think Luke might be casting one more, and we'll also have his team playing later on in the day. I did pick up that cast about, what, hour and a half from now. So, got Jacksonator in there, stopping as well. So welcome to the stream, and thanks for all the chats and supports here in this weekend of varying emotions. We're getting through it here. This is therapy, Echo Arena is, in the words of Catboy. So let's go. Let's get to the second round. 10 minutes on the clock. See if we can get another 10 to 20 minutes, perhaps, if this goes to round 3. Never an overkill on that end of the floor. Always a pleasure to see those competitive matches, and this one certainly off to a hot start. So Franz with that disc and sending it way down, but not too far off. It's Vacant, kind of nodding the head as he takes it over, and Vacant getting stunned, though. as it's knocked loose. Belov, the headbutt as well, trying to dribble it, and almost a self-pass. That would have been nice. That also almost would have been nice, but mishandled there. Looks like, I'm not sure if it was a missed release or it just got knocked against the edge of the pyramid there and kind of knocked out of the hand. Either or, though, it's Franz with a recovery briefly. Solid shot, tapping it back on the reset wisely there to the stacks in the back line. Now, the stack actually did break up a bit and is getting continually broken up, as you can see. So taking a bit of extra time. Solid shot, lining it up, lighting it up. Delighting it up, as well as 3-point hit right on the corner. That could not have been placed any better. Centimeter to the right, and that would have been out of there the opposite way.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Belov handling the QB duties here. Vacant pressuring. And just as well, Link 1 pressuring. So they try to get their stacks chained together. And right in the face was a stun from Link 1, right on Franz to cause this turnover. Another slapper in there. And another stacker over here. Aiden down the trap. Picked off at said trap. Well, by no one. Some stuns again. Link 1 always finding himself in a position where he has to let go of that disc quite a bit because just not a lot of time to work with. I know these players here on Senate, they are quite fast. And oh my goodness, that shot at last 42 meters out. Why not? Why not? What a way to tie it up. Aiden the hit. And that will aid their efforts indeed.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
The lasers are bright. Well, not to rehash a pun from last night, but, you know, if you're blinded by the light, it's because it is the weekend. Ha ha. A solid shot going to send that over to Link 1 from that left tunnel. Approaching left tunnel, has it snagged by Franz. Franz in duel, good shield, but a interception there by Rage. Back to Link 1. That's gonna ping off the cloud, or right above it rather. Trying to make it rain, but unfortunately just getting reclaimed by Belov. Belov will eye down that potential shot attempt. I mean, basically an equally a shot attempt and a clear because they had a stack ready, so either it was going to be a shot or the stack could chase it down. They're going to have to chase it down here. Again, they just about do as it bounces off that nest. Franz with a clear now, but again, there's the stacks coming in quickly. Link 1, though, with some big stuns, breaks up that stack and keeps them far apart, but might not matter here. It's going to be taken by Franz still yet. Now intercept again, a single shot, bouncing high. The waiting hands of, well, nobody quite yet. Overshoots, but taken by Link 1. Belov not too far behind, so Link trying to be evasive with those maneuvers and finds a well-placed soft pass to Vacant. Vacant up the lane. Vacant eyeing the shoulder. Shoulder was uncovered. One more pass, too much sauce. Couldn't make the catch. A rebound there from Vacant off the brawl as well. 3 players outside of that bubble, so they can press this potentially, but no, a mishandle on that disc, so it's going to be a little bit tougher as it's stolen by Franz. That window of opportunity was there, but it was really narrow. See how this one goes. Again, small window of opportunity, but an overshoot on this end as well, so window also closed.
Blue team has the disc.
So halfway through, or approaching halfway through, this second round, kind of a deadlock here. 3 apiece. As the shots needed to rush it because of that brawl, so Link 1, another, so wow, that would have been slick. Just a slingshot to solid shot, but unfortunately could not quite hit it. The ding instead, but yeah, the defense playing so aggressively, they don't really have time to catch and hold, they just have to get rid of it. I mean, again, proof is in the pudding as that disc is being put back to the midfield. Solid shot, slapping it once more. So yeah, both teams not really able to handle the disc for all too long thanks to these stacks or just quickly rocketing down the floor at every single pass and every single clear. It is dizzying almost, but in the goal, it's duel with the duel score. They're up by a deuce. And that will break, what, 3 minutes almost. 3 minutes almost of stalemating.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Again, and they're cheering Phoenix. Always glad to see the support there. Jake's asking them to take your energy drink. What kind? So let's see if they can grow some wings, and that is in the red, but well read by Aiden. What a bull inside the goal, and that is out of there into the blue side of the field. So see if they can get down the floor, maybe get a shot going, go bang bang even. These guys are monsters. How many energy drink puns can I work in? All of the ones. Let's see, it's solid shot right above, and then bouncing back up into the rebound here by the cloud. It's vacant, it's Link. They'll have, for once, a couple of seconds, but it's going to be taken there. And actually a crash, I'm just noticing here too. So 3v4, that is unfortunate. Especially since they're down by a couple. So you can expect either a quick reconnection or a timeout rather soon. That's going to be snagged, and hey, Aiden with a tag in the goal. It's 1 minute expired off that clock. Again, the time is ticking. Senate is in a multiple goal advantage, a 2-goal minimum. Meanwhile, on the opposite end of things for Phoenix, well, they're missing a player and also did not initiate a timeout, or interesting. Or maybe they were the ones who timed out earlier on. That might have been the case in round 1. There was a brief timeout, if my memory serves. So a shot there intercepted by Vacant right outside the bubble into the midfield, taken back again by Senate. Senate hitting that stack. It's going to be a outnumbered situation potentially. I mean, no matter what it is, because of the 3v4, and right through the back. B-Love showing no love lost. And they're finding themselves in a position to win it, potentially. Again, really unfortunate due to the crash and then the lack of timeouts available. That is... okay, so I can only assume... I think it may have been Senate who did that. And yeah, Fran's switching over, so I'm not positive, but I think the 3 players for Phoenix were already in the tunnel ready to joust, so I think it may have been Senate hitting the timeout, maybe, I won't, I guess, make assumptions, but maybe allowing some time for the 4th to get back in, and yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that at all, if that's the case. Monster saying Rage lost power. Ooh, that's rough. I would be raging if that happened. Hopefully they get back in soon. Either that, or they can get some of their other rostered players in there, as a Jacksonator pointed out. As we do have, or they do have, for Phoenix. Let's see, checking the rosters real quick. Insomniac, potentially? Or Graham Cracker. Or actually, wait a minute. Oh, so is Link 1 a sub in that case? I guess not seeing Link on the roster here, unless it's by a different name. Well, either way though, they do have an option potentially, but I would assume if Link is subbing, that might mean they don't have an alternate player available, in which case that would be extra unfortunate. Alright, yeah, so if Link is a sub, which looks like it's the case, I don't know, I'm hoping they'll be able to field the 4th player. Not good otherwise. Well, we'll stick with this for a second here. Mind you, we also have another match coming up, I do believe. Looks like, based on the Discord, sounds like they're going to wait, or we're intending to at least. Next match is supposed to be Beholders versus Galactic Geckos. By the way, if either of the rosters or players from that roster are listening right now on the Twitch stream, definitely feel free to send me invites if you have not already. In fact, maybe I'll do that now. Because yeah, I'm not sure how long we might be delayed here. But I also don't have 6 hands to figure this out, so hold on. Let me make sure I got people added. Pretty sure I have the captain for one of these teams added. Beholders, I think. Alright, well, sent my friend request. Meanwhile, we'll see how this one goes. I'll try to... here in the League org maybe and just see what's going on, what the update is, and oh, actually never mind, because they are unpausing. which again, unfortunate. Definitely don't like to close out a game, or for that matter, a cycle with a 3v4 situation, right? Not the most ideal scenario. So definitely feel for the players here on Phoenix's end. Not the ideal way to end the week, but at the same time, you know, for Senate, gonna play on here, and already had that first very successful round. And having a pretty successful one this time around. Now, Link 1 nearly had that shot. It was a very tight angle, that pie shot, that pizza pie, and into the backboard, and again a ding. So playing pretty well, all things considered, being outnumbered, but they had a couple opportunities at the goal. Despite the misses, it was still there. Miss off the barrier. B-Love and Aiden, though, stacking in quickly. And B-Love redirecting around that anchor. Aiden redirecting just in the air and looking like a contortionist before capitalizing on the goal. 11-3. Shaggy in there saying, "We got you, Pally, invite sent." All right, cool. Yeah, I see it in my notifications. So yeah, another minute and a half, and I will be right in. Right away. Don't you worry. Thanks for waiting. Appreciate that. Excited to stream you guys here shortly. Now, solid shot with a mid-range pass to Vacant. Vacant 1-on-1. Gets the goal. Pings down, pings up. And 11-5. Grimbane saying we're starting due to battery, but we sent an invite. Okay, well, I won't miss too much in that case if you're just starting. Like I said, I'll be in pretty much right away, like an extra minute. So, all right, cool stuff. I'm fast. Don't worry. I got the fingers of fury here, much like these players, much like Vacant. Causing another turnover, so, I mean, hold on to your pants. This is still within reach. Barely, but, I mean, it's still there. 2 goals minimum. They're basically fast joust. Really fast joust and turnover, followed by bat again. So unlikely, but I'm not going to count it out until we're officially out of mathematical time, which will be pretty shortly, actually. But we'll see. Got to come out the gates here with some heat, and honestly, just that alone right there, that clear, that probably secures it. So the window was narrow, and we are going to wind this one down. One more shot from B-Love just to secure the pot, and 14-7 on that sweep. Unfortunate for Phoenix again on that dropout halfway through this round, but for Senate, they took care of business for sure tonight. Now, with that said... Wine's there asking the other team not to start. That's okay, we won't miss too much time. This round is over, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking here. I'll leave you on the score screen, and within like a minute, I'm going to be in that next match. So don't you worry, stay tuned. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. Told you we'd be back in no time flat. Just making sure I got the teams on the right side. The game ongoing there, only 2 minutes in, so one second. Like I said, wasting no time here. Okay, it looks like the teams are on the correct side on my overlays, so we're good to go. You missed a couple of goals, but that is all. So we're into the first round. 2 minutes in, a 4-point lead. Going the way of Galactic Geckos here. I believe it's Galactic's stream debut. For Beholders, I had streamed them once about a week ago or so. So here we go. Welcome back to the game. Welcome back to the match, and welcome back to our final day of Cycle 1. before our break week next week, heading into the Challengers Cup next weekend. Well, here we go. Dr. Rubik's being stunned in that bubble, or losing the disc in that bubble, and to Vibey goalie out into the midfield. Now, this Beholders team was had a supremely entertaining game when I casted them the other week. Vibey goalie here definitely was putting on a show. JJ Monster, though, showing the monster stun before a rebound in the right place, right time. Vibey goalie predicting the future. That's so Vibey. It's the future he can see.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
For those joining tonight, whether on Channel 1 or Channel 2, I know we have some streams on both. Always appreciate you guys for doing so. Los Angeles Destroyers and Spaghetti are over on Channel 1, I believe. And then following that, about 45 minutes from now, I'll be switching up to Channel 1, casting a couple more matches to end the night here in North America. So, since I didn't really get to it, just taking a look at the rosters here. You got Galactic Geckos, it's Patty B, E.T. the Gamer King, like that name, Dr. Rubik's, and JJJ, Triple J Monster. Meanwhile, on Beholders, it's Paxian, Grimbane, Vibey goalie, and Jinx. Certainly some names that nothing else we're familiar with in Twitch chat, of course, but also good to see them on these streams, giving a look at what they can do. So far this season, Beholders in the gold. In fact, they have been, again, Olympic gold, if nothing else. 9-1 on the record sheets here. They're defending, though, against Galactic Geckos now, who are 6-4. Still, equally respectable records for both teams, with Beholders in the gold, Galactic in the silver, climbing up. So, big win here for Galactic Geckos. Could help the case of that ladder climb. And the question is just who's going to stop Beholders in the meantime? Because they have certainly been on a roll. Their only loss was in the very first week, first match versus Kodiaks. So take a picture. Anytime they drop around would be a shocker, but Monster here is trying to make that happen, and so far, so good. Galactic Geckos in the lead by a couple of goals.
11, 10, 9, 8.
Spinning Striker was won by Senate. Unfortunately, about halfway through the second round, Phoenix did lose Rage. Apparently the power went out or something, so it was a 3v4 for the rest of the way, which was kind of unfortunate. When he did drop out, they were down by 1 or 2 goals, but at the same time, again, that's going to throw off teams and stuff, and, you know, you don't like to see it. You want to be able to see a full 4v4, but that's how it went. I mean, Senate took care of business in the first round, and then continued to do so in the second, both with 4v4 and when they had the numbers advantage. But, you know, nature of the online gaming, unfortunately, and it will happen to them, but we'll be excited to see those teams in the next cycle as Recycled sent out of there. Jinx doing what he did just last week, and apparently does all the time from those who play against him. So great save. Monster there with a back pass, resetting to Patty. Now Patty trying to get crabby with it. It's Monster being stunned. That's off the backboard rebound. Paxi into the midfield. Up into the trap. Monster, who's been very, very active. Monster in their closet, apparently. Always been on top of that disc throughout this round so far. Disc being evasive towards Paxian, but as well as Patty B getting stunned by Paxian. That's an interception by Galactic Geckos. Dr. Rubik's playing the back line pretty well. Another take back there from E.T., the Gamer King. Nothing alien about this. They've got some more looks. Relentless they are on these recoveries, these rebounds, these intercepts, the steals, and finally, signed, sealed, delivered. It's Dr. Rubik's, just what the doctor ordered. 8-2. Not to rehash something I just said a couple of minutes ago, but as I said, Beholders here, they have been on an 8-game winning streak. They only lost their first match of the season, and they've won everything else since then. Galactic Geckos here, the technical underdogs in terms of coming from division. Actually, maybe I should verify. It might have been platinum, not silver. My eyes always fail me on that. Looks like silver, I think. I don't have my glasses on. I think we gotta adjust those. That said, adjustable on the shot, but wow, what a save. JJ Monster just picking it apart off the backboard. But yeah, I mean, Galactic Geckos also a nice record, but not quite as flawless. But that said, they are looking flawless in this match. Showing up when it counts, without a doubt. They are up by 8 points. So being stifling defensively and being rifling offensively. Doing a little bit of everything. And just verified, yes, Galactic Echoes is silver 4. And Beholders are gold 3. So, yeah, so technical underdogs, and yet here we are. Always interesting stories to watch, and certainly fun from the neutral viewer standpoint, as well as the caster's standpoint, when you kind of see these unexpected scenarios unfolding, especially when it's my first look and our first look at Galactic Geckos here on the stream. They've been having success, but this is their first actual cast of this season so far. Of course, so many teams in the league, that's going to happen sometimes, but that's why I'm here to try and cast the uncasted as much as I can. So, Vibey goalie with a recovery. They're down rather large. I mean, 8 points with 2 minutes left. That's a large difference. As Patty B gets the recovery there, the pass sent to Dr. Rubik's. The defense trying to meet inside the goal. And the cutter ET not quite in position for the catch. But Monster will take it back. So another goal and another attempt, but another denial. Vibey goalie now being true to the name. Getting partially leached off of there, so they'll try to link up Paxian and Vibey goalie down the floor. They've got that open goal. It's going to be a recovery. They've got about a second to spare, and right in through the bubble, but not through the goal. A rebound, though, from Vibey. Vibey has some angles, trying to evade and be evasive, but being invasive is ET all up in the space. So phoning home and maybe about to phone in this round in another minute of play, especially if they can score again. Taken by JJ Monster. Monster from that outer edge of the bubble. Just creeping up, diving in, and watch out into the pocket. What nice placement from Dr. Rubik's.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Mini Farshot in there, cheering on Jinx and the Beholders. Glad to see you. I'm cheering on Mini Farshot. Or sorry, Min Farshot, not Mini. Could be Min, though, if you want. But give me a Min, and this round will be over. Darth Snoosh as well in the chat. The Darth Invader, or Vader. Either way, these Space Invaders in Galactic Geckos. What a strong start. I'm impressed with what I've seen here. Especially knowing firsthand, sort of, from casting Beholders last week, what they're capable of. I'm pretty impressed that Galactic Geckos have just been able to stifle so much here. Pretty much get everything they wanted. That said, we know round to round, things can change on a dime, so definitely don't close the book yet as far as what the next round might have to offer, because we shall see. 1 minute breather, minimum at least, for the Beholders, and we'll see how they adjust. But meanwhile, Galactic Echoes, they've got to be feeling pretty good here in their stream debut. That's another question too, right? When a team has not been streamed yet in the season, if there's a little added pressure or added expectations, if they're considering the fact that and now there's a caster casting and some viewers watching, both live and in the VODs. But hey, they are looking poised, and it seems like it's just not a factor at all. So props to them, props to them. Yeah, anyway, for those joining here again in Twitch chats, appreciate you guys. I've got, again, my vacation shirt on, my break week shirt on, kind of in the spirit. I'm just missing my little hat and umbrella, but, you know, we're having fun, we're having fun. What do we got in the chat there? We got Cubles as well. Lord Carrick. How's it going? Wines. And yeah, okay, cool. Glad to have you. Let's wine and dine, shall we? I still got my egg drop soup again, which you can't see because it's kind of green screen for some reason, but also kind of lukewarm now, unfortunately. Room temperature egg drop soup. It's okay. It's okay. Looking fresh. Oh, thank you. I don't feel fresh. I'm pretty sweaty, to be honest. But it's what's on the outside that counts, as people always say. People don't say that. Quite the opposite, in fact. But we're cool. Hope you guys' weekend has been well. You know, overall, mine's been good. Casted a lot of matches this weekend. Last night, I did I think 12 or 13 matches, about half and half NA OCE. You know, Night Owl and all that stuff. So I was up till like 4 a.m. casting matches for Oceania, to the point where I was Oceanianing by the end of it. But there were some exciting matches for sure. Some names being made, just like here on the stream tonight. My egg drop soup green. It is not. It's not. But I guess. I mean, it's yellowish. I guess you know. It's close enough to being sort of related to green. Be filtered out. So you'll just have to trust me. It looks good, even if you can't actually see it. Oh yeah, I assure you, it's not green. Don't be green with envy. I'm a cook. What of it? It's my go-to meal, especially for casting and stuff, right? Because it's relatively quick to make. Not a lot of ingredients. Very cost efficient. You can make a lot of it. Keep it on the burner. It'll feed you for 12 hours basically. So when I can't sit down to actually eat full meals and stuff like that, cup of soup. Do the body good. Although all the eggs are probably bad for the cholesterol, but never you mind. I think the limit for like eggs per week or something like that is only recommended you eat like a few, I think. 4, 5, 6, something like that. As far as healthy limits. Guess what? I end up using like 9 eggs per batch of egg drop soup though. Make 12 cups of it. That's okay. You only live once. YOLO Man taught me that. Mass Effect flashbacks with that phrase. You know, I was just playing Mass Effect for the first time when that Legendary Edition came out. But I am not sure that quote rings a bell. I didn't actually get to finish it. Like I started it in the off season between season 3 and 4. I did not finish it, however. But pretty fun. It's one of those games like it was around and popular when I was still alive gaming. Like I knew of Mass Effect and it's right up my alley. It's just it's not something I ever actually got into for one reason or the other, even though it was always there. But I will try to finish it one day. It's a pretty cool series. Anyway, extended intermission here, as you might notice. And of course, teams can take up to 5 minutes. We're about 3.5 minutes into said 5-minute break. One of the players over on Galactic's side actually did drop out, it seems like. Currently 3 players, so maybe a reset or a roster switch, I'm not quite sure. I know a lot of teams here, including Galactic Geckos, usually have more than 4 players in the roster. So yeah, they do have another player if they need, potentially. I don't know if they're available or not. Beholders with a full 6-person roster, so. Anyway, there's a sequence in a bar where you're getting blackout, and the bartender gives you a green drink. Gotcha. I don't remember. I don't think. Was it in the first game or I don't know. I'll get to it. Don't worry. Other thing too is like I'm not like a completionist necessarily. Like I don't chase 100% achievements or anything, but I am a completionist when it comes to like exploring every tiny nook and cranny and of every map, doing all side quests. So to that degree, it takes me extra time to finish a lot of games because I can't help but do all the side content, even if the side content isn't always that strong. You know, so I'm a part completionist. Which also probably means I'll never finish Mass Effect as a series, honestly. There's so many. I know there's a lot of game and a lot of side quests and a lot of optional places to explore. Or semi-optional, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, it was... Actually, no. No, ET is still in the game right now. Yeah, here, I'll bring you back into it just so we can look at something else except my bright shirt. But yeah, we're currently just waiting for the return of one player or another. On that note, one of them switched over to the other side to maybe communicate, because we are at that 5-minute mark just about, so by the rules anyways, the timeout should be about done here in a moment. Lots of content in those campaigns. Yeah, I think, you know, I'm a person who historically always loved like really, really long, drawn-out games, campaigns, things like that. But one of those things where I said, hey, it would never happen to me. I'd never turn into a grown-up. I'd never be in a position where I prefer shorter experiences, and yet here I am. It's like the longer games, I love them in theory, but I can't actually... Like, I don't have time to do them anymore as much. So it's a conundrum. I don't even know the latest releases in the gaming world anymore. That's another thing that's shocking. That would shock me if you told me that as a teenager, or for that matter, just a few, like 2-3 years ago, if you told me that, I would be surprised. But here we are. Life gets busy, so it's okay then. World keeps on turning, games keep on growing, and as long as I'm here in Echo Arena, playing or casting, well, I know I'm in the right place, and that's all that matters for now. That said, we've got the second round coming up now, timeout, and we've got all players on both sides. So good news. Great news, in fact. We're going to launch off now into the second, and in a hot second down the floor, quick joust. It's going to be picked up here in the midfield. A vibey goalie for Beholders. Losing hold of it, but grabbing it is Grimbane. Grimbane being stunned, much to his disdain, but that disc will be in the goal. The two goalies had dived, leaving it exposed, and vibey goalie now, just like in the first round, in fact, just happened to be in the right place, right time, and oftentimes, it's not even by accident. That's why you position yourself on all sides of the bubble on offense, right? If you have someone left, right, and center, even those missed passes and missed shots, you're going to have a good chance of it rebounding right to you in that spot. So Grimbane there is going to send that deep down the blue, and snagged out there by ET. Has to be careful, that stack coming out quickly. J Monster. Just Monster will have the disc here rolling up the floor. Has 3 cutters on the other end, make that 2. Now 1 positioning on the anchor, and Jinx denying. That's not going to get through that defensive wall. No, sir. Very consistent there at the goal. Another time, though, and it will be the case. Nicely placed, and anchoring it there definitely makes it tougher to read. And that's why the backboard area is as dangerous as it is. Just gives you so many options, right? Because you pass to the backboard, you pass to the clock here, you take it. I mean... 1, you're making the goalie and the defense turn around to address you. 2, you're enabling yourself an anchor shot, which are very tough to save, even from a distance, much less from a few feet back. You're also enabling a pass to a forward cutter from the front of the goal, which makes the goalie turn around again. Options are really limitless. I try to get a wrangle on my words, but that's why people and teams use it so very much, especially the higher and higher ranks you go. I mean, it's almost inevitable you'll see those attempts at least being made to the backboard on a lot of occasions. Keep the defense honest, keep them moving, keep their heads a-turning. So a 2-point tie-up here in round 2. Paxian is going to meet ET there just about the same time, but ET with about a half second earlier. Clearing it into the midfield. Might have been a bit rushed as well, because there's a lot of defense playing the midfield, but it actually doesn't matter. That stack was so fast from Galactic Geckos that they were still able to make up for it and get to the front line and take some offense now. Dr. Rubik's, too much mustard on that passing play, so was not able to reach the appropriate place, but will sail back to Monster. Monster right underneath the goal, right underneath the feet, and denied there by Vibey goalie this time. So Vibey has also had a couple of good grabs from the defensive end, and also the offensive end for some of those putbacks, and tell me that's not in. That angle's tight. Looked much closer than it was from my side of the floor, obviously, but will be now taken back by Monster. Monster, a clear that's just tapped right into the waiting arms of Grimbane. So, again, a couple of rushed clears, I feel like, from Galactic Geckos. They haven't really paid for it yet. But something to observe as you see E.T., an absolute freak in the goal himself. That's a great grab, doing much like Jinx and Vibey have been, with just the defensive chops. Now, missed shot, unfortunately, will deny their chance at the 3-point lead here. But yet again, the common theme is the good positioning leading to some rebounds. They've got that triangle near that bubble in terms of their positioning. One more to the shoulder and softly into the goal. And Jinx giving a thumbs up at that. And an applause. Now, see, from some players you might think could be perceived as toxic, but knowing Jinx, and seeing Jinx and also hearing other people talking about Jinx, no, that's just good sportsmanship. He's actually like that. Genuinely, wholesomely. But it's kind of funny too, right? It's like those really difficult stoppages for a goalkeeper. You know, the quick reflexes, making it look easy, and then the one down the chest is the one that actually gets through. But and which is not a slam at all. But sometimes it's like a slow ball in baseball, right? Sometimes it's the one that you're not expecting, the obvious shot or the slow shot or the chest shot that actually ends up getting through a good goalkeeper. Funny how that works, but it's definitely a thing. So bouncing up and down, rebound by Vibey. Wine's asking if I'm the cameraman also. That is correct. Casting, camming, chatting, and making no bank off the backboard. Rebound, though, by Doctor. But puzzling is that shot from the Rubik's Cube, and down the mid lane it goes. Now down the hatch as well. That quick stack. The goal briefly open, now closed off by Doctor. Doctor seeing if they can operate, but goalie, Vibey, that is, not cooperating. It's tied again for each. Very competitive, low scoring but competitive and defensive. So with that, I talked about the low scoring pace, but that was a fast paced joust, causing a turnover there. He still may have a chance. Vibey trying to contest. Midfield taken here by Monster. Monster, ooh, little Matador move there. Don't be mad at me, don't be Matador. That was definitely a nifty little juke and a nifty little two. Dr. Rubik's puts them up by a pair. 6-4 in round 2.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Spinning Striker earlier on saying accidentally slept through your team's match. That's never a good thing. Honestly, most when I was competing back in VRL and ESL, honestly, most of our matches, first of all, they were all on Sundays exclusively in that format, and also early or like late morning, early afternoon kind of thing. Basically, I was always operating off like 3 or 4 hours of sleep in our matches, and Jinx just operating like he can save goals in his sleep. I feel like, I mean, making it look so easy. That said, the difficult thing about this is the fact that Galactic, over and over across these 2 rounds, they are getting a lot of extra attempts, it feels like. I don't know if the stats reflect it, but it just feels like, despite good defense from Beholders, a lot of these recoveries end up in some goals for Galactic Geckos eventually. I mean, yeah, there you go. 57% of the possession time going in favor of Galactic Geckos, so indeed the stats do reflect it to a degree. Dr. Rubik's is going to dive in off that backboard, but couldn't find the angle. And you notice as well, I mean, going for those kind of alternative shot attempts, but it's not by coincidence. Oh, that almost made it in. It's because of the good goalkeeping skills. If you have goalies like Jinx or Vibey goalie who are able to really kind of stuff you there inside the bubble a few different times, next time the offense goes, they're going to be thinking a little bit extra about how they shoot it. They're going to try and make some more complex drives into the goal and bounce shots and jukes and things like that. That said, really good coverage here by Doctor and Patty. Patty B's sending that clear ways into the midfield. Obtained by Monster. Monster down the mail slot. Maybe a rebound here. Just barely out the reach, unfortunately. Couldn't grab that anchor in time and redirect their momentum, but still yet they'll pass it over to Patty. Patty again off the backboard. That's a few backboard attempts, but they've all had those same results the last couple of minutes now. They're hanging on to this 2-point advantage by a thread, trying to deny the opportunity, wow, at the 3rd round. They want to end this in a sweep. Obviously, Beholders, though. Not something that they want to behold if they can help it. And Spinning saying that was a while ago. I'm sure even that comment that I just read is probably a little while ago now, a couple minutes. But yeah, you know. I keep up with chat as I can. There's like 5 different plates I'm juggling here. Casting, camming, talking, interacting, reacting, and combating there with the stuns. It's Grimbane! And that is some good midfield play, or defensive play that might result in this quick breakaway goal. You never know. The thing is, they've been having trouble for Beholders a bit, I think, getting back to the disc first, as we've seen. So they can play this nice and slow. They'll still have an opportunity to change this up and tie it up again. And that's going to be important here in the last minute. But no, dive out. E.T., the Gamer King, they are definitely gaming. Be feeling like kings in a hot minute if they can hold on here. But another quick one is, ooh, obtained and entertained. Wow, Vibey goalie, that's a big hit. Actually bigger, in fact, because that's a lead. A three-pointer from 21. Vibey might have just clutched their third round. But we'll see, because Galactic Geckos, in a lot of these junctures the last 20 minutes, even if they're not getting their first shots, they've still been persistent. They're going to have to execute here a little bit more clean and crisp. To maybe make this a game-winning situation. Otherwise, I'm not unhappy because third round is exactly what you like to see, you know? And we'll see. We got 15 seconds left. They don't have a ton of time, so they got to get some people up that field rather quickly. Dr. Rubix is going to wind that in, finding, and could they be going for the victory? JJJ, and that is a game, set, match. 8-7, and what a clutch up there on the defense, turning it into an offensive opportunity against otherwise a mighty sturdy defender there in the goal. And with that, the second loss of the season, only the second loss of the season for the Beholders. Good game, great game, in fact. As always, I mean, I was wishing for the third round, but that's the usual kind of thing. That was anytime you can get those highlights, though, game winners or otherwise, it's just as exciting. So I'm not gonna complain whatsoever. Congrats, definitely to just the fact that they were able to again disrupt a winning streak and an 8-game winning streak that they had there for Beholders. Galactic Geckos, they showed up to play. Now they'll be on a 2-game winning streak, and I know that courtesy of IgniteVR.gg, by the by. Makes it easy to look up these stats here. And hey, like I said, a win here today, if Galactic Geckos would have gotten it, I was mentioning this could definitely help their case of pushing into gold and rising up that ladder into the second cycle. So that's a big win for them, without a doubt. Congrats to them. Darth Snoosh saying, great movement from Geckos. Absolutely, Geckos. Too much egg drop. Geckos goated, says Wines. Cracked shot, yeah. Fair point too, the placement of that, because like I said, the defenders there for Beholders, whether it's Jinx, Vibey, or otherwise, those goalkeepers have shown a really strong ability to stop those shots. But yeah, that shot from Doctor there, because of the placement, I mean, first of all, the closer range, but second of all, that placement kind of in that outer reach, just hitting that post to ding inside, I mean, that was just as key as anything, right? If that was more centered of a shot, might not have gotten through. So that was a stellar ending. Fair play to both teams though for a great match. With that said, what time is it here? Okay, 43. So we do have another match, a couple of matches coming up, but that will be about 15 or 17 minutes away. I'll be on channel 1. So let me make sure. All right, yeah, so channel 1, it looks like they're just ending their stream as well in a moment here. All right, yeah, so again, top of the hour, about 16 minutes away from now, I will be on channel 1, and I will be streaming for you guys Cookie Commanders versus Project Phoenix. Following that match, half an hour after, roughly, it will be Sirens versus Tyro and NA. And that will do it for NA for Cycle 1. There will be some matches later on in the night with OCE. Not positive if they'll be casted yet or not. Depends how awake I am at the time. But just a heads up. Anyways, yeah, that was fun. Thanks, guys, for joining me as I continue to sweat it out in my Tropics shirt here. It's hot in this room. Great stream, says Darth. Thank you. Appreciate that, and thanks for for commenting, and glad you enjoyed the cast. Lord Carrick as well. Losum, welcome back. Talking about OCE. I'm not forgetting, right? You are OCE, right? I just streamed you yesterday. Yeah. Little late, but again, if you join us a little later, we'll have some more matches. In fact, in 15 minutes. So until then, guys, yeah, thanks again for joining. I've been Palidore. That's... Man, it's like I just Beetlejuice the OCE players in there. What's up, D-Foot? Happy, healthy, safe, all that good stuff. I'll be on channel 1 soon, so Don't go anywhere except the other channel. Yeah, I'll see you guys real soon. Take it easy. Peace.
And we're underway. Save! Steal! Interception!
Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR. Also brought to you by Spinning Striker.